Burn after rolling. It's BT. You know what's going on, man. Today we got a special guest. Yo, Bay Area legend. Skipper, man. Yo, fucking
Yo.
hey, hey, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. First and foremost, like I gotta tell you, bro. Like when you answered me and I found out I was getting this fucking interview, I
Yeah,
was hyped. Like, bro, you gotta understand, like your movement, the movement you were a part of, bro,
yeah.
it influenced my movement that I had on Long Island heavy,
Oh,
heavy, heavy,
wow.
heavy. Bro, you
Wow.
have no idea. Like, so, for all those who don't know, he Skip has been was part of this, well, is part of this group called HBK, Heartbreak Kids.
Yes, sir.
And no Shawn Michaels though.
No, Shawn
You
Michaels.
feel
Shout out to Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, big shout out to Shawn Michaels. That's one of the goats. But
Absolutely.
so their business model was, throw parties, perform at them, make money off them, fund the music, get seen,
Absolutely.
bro. And when I tell you, I stole that whole I stole that whole formula in Long Island, and
Yeah.
like obviously never got to y'all, the y'all level of fame or notoriety.
hmm
But bro, let me tell you something. In those fucking times, it was a movie,
Legendary, legendary. I appreciate that, bro. Hell yeah. That was a
bro.
crazy time.
Like I said, man, like yo, bro, and we can do this off camera, but
Yeah.
if you go back and listen to like my 2014 to like 20, like probably like in any 2013 to like 2015, 2016 song,
Yeah.
it was over Bay Area type beat.
Yeah.
It was it was a similar like swag. I mean, I'm from New York, so
Yeah. Right.
obviously I got my own juice,
Yeah. Yeah.
but similar swag. And like another thing I'll say, one thing about y'all team that like really, that where I saw, like where I identified was like y'all was in the hood, but y'all wasn't hood niggas.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
I mean? And you know, I grew up in the hood. Some of my friends grew up in the hood. Some, not all of them,
Yeah.
but we wasn't no gangsters. We wasn't no shooters. I'm gonna be honest. We wasn't no gangsters, no shooters. If
Yeah.
we had to pack someone out, we pack them out.
Yeah.
But there's very, very far and few in between.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so I identified with you guys like with the party music, and everything was just party, 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 bro. Like I said, and on my end, everything was party, 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 music, party, party, party. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Like I said, y'all, you know what I mean? It's crazy that like y'all probably think that y'all influence only like hit the West Coast. Cause
Mhm.
you guys were like, like a regional, like we're very regional for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
bro, just know Long Island, New York, you know what I mean? Y'all inspired a whole fucking movement, bro.
Hell
And that's a
yeah.
fact.
Absolutely. I fuck with New York. I've been out there a couple times, so definitely I fuck with
Yeah.
most
You
absolutely.
done shows out here?
I have performed out there. I performed in Brooklyn at it was some like small venue. It was like a small thing. It was
Brooklyn is
like
big
damn
as
near like
fuck.
it was
And
damn near
it's
like it was damn near like a basement party, but it was like popping, but it was weird. It was fun
yeah,
though.
New York has those big basement
Yeah,
parties.
yeah, it was like one of them, and then I performed at SOBs, the SOB
Oh,
show.
okay.
Yeah,
I think I remember what that was like 2016-ish,
uh,
2015-ish.
20, I want to say 2017, maybe.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think that was with Sue, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, bro, I was too broke to fucking. I was a broke boy back then. Like,
yeah,
what was I? I don't know what the fucking reason was, but long story short, I couldn't make it, bro. I was tight though, bro, because
yeah.
y'all, catching y'all on the
Right,
East Coast is like fucking, that's like a fucking leap
rare,
year. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure,
But
definitely.
yeah, man, yo, I kind of wanted to get into the beginning, like
Okay.
before there was a skip, before there was a skipper. You know what I mean? I want to take it back to Richmond. Young Skip. Where do we come from? Like, what's going on?
Grew up on the south side of Richmond, California. Um, uh, got into the music kind of late. I was introduced to the guys through dancing. We was all dancers at first. Well, not all of us, but me. I met Cool John. Rossi and Love Rants. We were all in the same dance group called the Main Event. We did like choreography and shit like that. And then
Yeah, I was like jerkers.
not really jerky. We did like actual choreography, like actual like remember like that show America's Best Dance Crew?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You do like shit like that, like actual like choreography and like shit, 1-2 steps
Oh,
and
that's fire.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh,
So
bro. So
we've been
then,
performing. We've been performing for since like high school, like younger days. I was kind of
bro,
the last person to start rapping, but they've
why
been.
have you not? Why have you not done a fucking dance routine like a Jabberwocky's routine in your own video? They got fight, bro. You would fuck the game up. You would fuck the
I
game,
ain't got to hear
bro.
me.
Like how
I
the
ain't,
baby did that shit with the Jabberwockies.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Except I know y'all can dance. The
yeah,
baby can't, so shit would be crazy.
yeah. That might be something we could put together. I fuck with the Jabberwockies. They've been rocking with us for a long time too.
Listen, I just need my 2%.
It's
All
good.
right, that's you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah, yeah. I ain't busted out the move. I ain't busted out the full choreography moves in a minute though. Now I just be doing just like my little freestyle shit, just fucking around. But I ain't actually did like choreography in a minute. I'm sure if it's like probably like riding a bike though, but
okay.
I'm a
So
lot older now.
so did the well, you know what? I was gonna save this, but since we brought up the dancing, we got to talk about it.
Okay.
All right, I know y'all Bay Area niggas say y'all originated everything, all swag. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah.
there's something that has to be addressed. I don't know if you're aware. You know that dance, the all in
You talking about
two step wiggle wiggle bounce bounce.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That is not y'all shit. I just gotta let y'all know. New York, New York. Listen, I remember circa 2011, 2012. Niggas was hitting that all in because there's a whole song. We got now, like I said, off camera. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
put
yeah,
you
yeah.
on. I'm gonna put you on. But listen, man,
Might be. It might be. It might be. First time I see people doing it, it was like at it was at a dance battle. It was at a dance battle. I was one of my partners was dancing in the battle or whatever, and then some like the crew that I forgot the name of the crew, but they were doing it. And that was the first time I seen it. They were from like San Jose or some shit like that, and then it kind of like started spreading. I don't know where it originated from, but
bro, I think, and honestly, all jokes aside, I'm pretty wholehearted because I used to fuck with dancing too.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Bro, I'm pretty sure like that is what kind of got me like even in like because I seen Sue on some blogs, you know
Hmm.
what I mean, and obviously you come with Sue, and
Yeah, yeah,
all y'all are one basically one act roped in it, you know what I mean. So
yeah.
I've seen HBK on the blogs,
Hmm.
but honestly like y'all didn't really like start really getting my like eyes and ears until one day there was some fucking video, some party in the Bay Area, some Oakland party, and they were
Hmm.
hitting the fucking all in, and I'm
Yeah,
like, hold on, what do these niggas know about? Because that's like
yeah,
a gang dance. That was a gang dance in New
yeah.
York.
Okay, 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 okay.
There's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a song, all in, everybody don't do this. You know what I mean? Because
Okay,
it's a,
okay.
I don't know if I feel like they've said that too in some of the Ye songs, bro.
I remember the name All In. I remember um, hearing that for sure with it, but I didn't know where it came from.
Now you know. Just
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
Y'all niggas gotta. I can honestly, wholeheartedly say, L.A. stole a lot from the Bay.
Yeah.
Down south,
Yeah.
for
Facts.
sure, stole a
Yeah.
lot from the Bay.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But, but
That one.
it's all. If y'all could get one, you know what I mean. If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
could,
Yeah.
the Bay got one from the NY. I could, you know what I mean. I could wear that heart. You know what I mean. I could wear that on my heart, man. I feel good.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Nah, but let's take it back to where we were, bro. So you're doing the dance, the dance crew thing.
Hmm.
How old were you at this time?
This was like in the height like 12, 11, 12th grade. So say this was like 04, 05. So I was maybe like 16, 17. I met Cool. Actually, no, it was my senior year. I joined because they were dancing before me, and I joined the crew After the fact, because I went to high school with one of Cool John's cousins, and that's how we got introduced. Cause I danced, and he was like, "You should fuck with my cousin. He be dancing and shit too." So we kind of linked up like that. And then I joined the crew. That was like '06, like '06. Yeah,
Damn. So we taking it back.
yeah,
This
yeah,
some
yeah.
OG shit, bro. This
Oh,
is
G
definitely
shit
some.
for
Bro,
sure.
how do you feel? How do you feel like being an O, like considered an OG now?
Man, that shit is crazy. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to still be around and still be relevant and
Yeah,
still people still like want to hear from you and people still interested in what you have to say and all that kind of shit. It's a blessing to me, honestly. Because
bro. At this point, it's just
a lot of
yeah.
people on this journey that came and went, bro.
It's
It's
a
crazy.
hundred,
A lot of people that even like started with us. That's like you have to like think back, like, oh shit, they was around. Like they not even, you feel me? Because a lot of people
bro.
fell off.
People don't even know Sage, Love Rants,
Yeah,
Kaylani,
yeah,
like those, like bro. They don't even know those. Those were HBK. Like
yeah, yeah.
y'all
Absolutely.
motherfuckers done popped a few people. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Y'all for sure was going crazy.
yeah.
We're gonna
Built a
we're gonna
solid brand.
for sure all of positivity, which is the best thing. But
Absolutely.
you know, I'm gonna hold off on the whole. I brought up a few names. I'm gonna hold off because I wanted to talk about that too.
Okay.
So we're gonna hold off on that. When we'll bring it back to just the whole HBK movement. You know what I mean? Can we talk about, can you kind of walk me through? Because, all right, so I watched interviews and I, like, kind of got the gist of how things went. But,
Hmm.
like, can you walk me through, like, a schmop fest?
A Schmop Fest. Is basically what's the best way I could put it? It's like a house party times. Think of like the movie House Party, like all the crazy parties that they were having, and then kind of like a little turned down version of Project X. A little project. It
Mm,
wasn't like crazy, like fucking shit burning on fire and cars crashing and going in the pools and shit like that. It wasn't crazy like that, but it was just like a lot of fun, a lot of kids in a fucking house, and like we started out at Cool John's house. This was like a 4-bedroom house. So we had everybody downstairs, had to take your shoes off at the door.
so, oh, okay, I'm about to say he was with his peoples or he
Yeah,
was
not
dolo.
it was a rare situation that his mom had remarried, and she ended up moving into the home with her new husband, and she kind of left the house that they already had. She let them, because they owned it, so she let John and his brother and sister still stay at the house. So we kind of just had free house pretty much because the house was paid
That's
for. So we just had to maintain. They had to. I think they just had to maintain like the electricity bills and shit like that. But the house was paid off. You had to pay no mortgage or anything like that. So it was just basically just that became like our headquarters for the most part. It would just like throw hella parties up there, hella parties. Started with just regular for like birthday parties, just get backs, and then it just start getting bigger and bigger, and then people from other cities outside of the bay start hearing about it, like all the way down to LA. People start coming to the parties. Then we start throwing themes. I remember we threw a part like pajama jam. We remember we threw
that's fire.
we had like a party when Obama first got elected in
That's
2011. We had like an Obama like celebration kind of thing.
that's lit.
Yeah, just different little themes. One time, I remember one time it expanded after a certain amount of time and expanded.
I
Yeah,
don't
shout
know.
out to Obama. After a
Shout out
certain
Obama.
time, it expanded outside of houses, so we had to like start renting actual venues. So that's kind
Hmm.
of when we start getting into like the actual event throwing and stuff like that.
And bro, people think that shit is sweet. Bro,
Man,
especially once you like when in the crib, it's kind of sweet in the crib.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
once you start getting to paying for the bar and paying the
Right,
DJs and
paying
paying
for
the
security.
security,
Yeah.
hmm people, yo, bro, and people don't think like I could tell you a little situation that happened with my team, and kind
Mhm.
of a reason my team kind of fell through.
Yeah.
So we were paying. It was me and my partner.
Uh-huh.
We're the heads of the organization. You know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
paying for all this, studio time and for the fucking part. And I'm not even gonna mention the music shit. We're paying for the fucking for all the party necessities. Like I said, the bar, the this, the that, the that.
Yeah.
And the return, you know, the return once you get to these venues is
Right.
fucking porous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And people started, you know, questioning us and like what we were doing. And it's like, yo, motherfucker, nigga, we breaking even. That money is going to the next event, nigga. Like you're like,
Exactly.
nigga, I don't know what you thought this, you know what I mean? And people
Yeah,
start
a
like
lot of
question.
people don't understand that about recycling the money and keeping it like putting them reinvesting the money back into what you're trying to do. It's not just
Yeah,
all profit. If you don't want running it, it's not all just all profit. If you just a part of the show, yeah. But if you actually running this shit, you take care of the business. You got to take care of the overhead and the back end.
mm-hmm.
Everybody, you gotta make sure everything accounted for. A lot of times you break even or you end up losing, being in the red. A lot of times.
I mean, and that being in the red really isn't being in the red. Like it's weird because like monetarily you might lose,
Mhm.
but you gain what you gain is light year. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right.
Not as
Def
far as clout. I don't want to say clout because clout now is taken like with such a negative connotation.
it just build awareness, really. It just
Yeah,
awareness.
awareness. That's a amazing word actually. I gotta start using that in my repertoire.
Yeah.
Because you know what, motherfuckers be like taking like when I say clout,
Mm.
people will just because I'm thinking of clout from our old head, you know
Yeah,
what I mean, point
exactly.
of view. I'm not thinking of it as a 17-year-old nigga. I'm not
Right.
thinking of it as these younger, you know, these younger dudes. I'm 29 by the way, so
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah,
got yeah. I'm not as old as your ass,
yeah.
but I'm
Yeah,
getting there. But
yeah,
you know, people take clout. You know, people take clout and fucking go, oh, you clout shit. No,
yeah.
clout ain't necessarily nigga. In my era, clout was cool. Clout wasn't. You know what I mean? It wasn't. You know, it wasn't
Exactly.
something that was chased. It was
It
something that
meant
you
it meant
earned.
something. Yeah, you definitely it meant something. It was kind of came with a certain level of respect for sure.
But what you call it? So you were throwing these parties. Actually, I want to ask you: was that smoked out video shot at Smop Fest, or was that at Cool John's house?
Oh no, that smoked out video that was at Oops, our partner Oops house. We had
Okay.
uh
Yo, I'm yeah, part of my ignorance, bro.
mm,
I've been looking up, trying to figure out what the fucking Opana is for the longest fucking time. What is that?
Opana.
What is dude's name? What is
You talk
dude's
about
name?
Oops. You talk about Oops.
Oh nah, I don't know. There was something he had said in the song about Opana or something. It was some. I'm assuming it's a drug.
Who said it?
Not Cool John, but the whatever. Nonetheless, whatever. Fuck it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yo, how much drugs and alcohol, how much underage Jaquan teenage drinking was
Uh,
going on in that?
shit, not too much, cause by the time we was at Oops house, we was like all grown, so we wasn't really trying to have no underage motherfuckers around. Like,
I mean the Schmott Fest
oh, back in the
from
days,
the
back in the
jump. Yeah, how much
shit,
Jaquan was
a
going
lot
on?
of it was bring your own bottle, bro. It was bring your own bottle, and we was like we would go to Costco and get the big jumbo bottles too, jumbo
Hmm.
bottles of Hennessy, Grey Goose, shit like that. I remember that's when UV vodka was like real popular, and fucking Nuvo and fucking people was drinking Smirnoffs and shit back, the Smirnoff
Oh,
Ice
bro,
and shit
I'm not
like
gonna lie. The Smirnoffs used to have a nigga on one for sure.
yeah, yeah, the Bacardis, yeah, all
you,
that.
you you still be fucking with the Jamie?
Yeah, yeah, I fuck with more so Jack now. I fuck with like Jack,
Oh,
but Jameson is definitely a smooth go to if they don't have that.
you gotta fuck with Telemar Dew.
Tell them or dude. Oh,
The
okay,
Irish folk put me on. I'm not gonna hold you.
okay,
Shit's kind of get. It's expensive.
yeah,
It's top shelf.
yeah,
It's at the
yeah,
top
yeah.
sfe, but that shit, you know what I mean? That shit definitely right. If you
Super
were a whiskey
smooth. I
man.
like smooth whiskeys. I don't like that tart ass like bite. I don't like it with the bite. I like the smooth like.
I'm gonna be honest, my go-to drink is Henny. So I mean, like, uh,
Okay, yeah,
yeah. I mean, for the record, I don't drink. I don't really drink no more.
yeah. Hmm.
But fucking listen, when you in town, we definitely gonna have some Jamie Telemar or some Henny, whatever the fuck we gotta have. You know what I mean?
Okay, absolutely. As long as it's not vodka, I don't fuck with vodka.
No,
That's really
nah, I'm not.
yeah. I'm not a vodka guy.
Well, I mean, if you catch me when I decide to be healthy, like the the one time the fucking so basically I decide to be healthy every time y'all come out to do a show, basically.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's about as often, you know.
Yeah.
So if you do catch me, you might catch me fucking with a little Tito's and seltzer with a splash of cran. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You gotta, a little, no sugar. You feel me? No
Yeah.
carbs. You know,
Yeah.
gotta get right.
Definitely. I can feel that. I can feel that.
Yeah, man. But yo, now we can go back. Well, nah, not yet, not yet, not yet. So
Okay.
we coming up through the Schmott Fest. You know,
Yeah.
we're moving to the venues.
Yeah.
When did the music start to like hit? When did it finally, around what year did it finally start to like catch and like now you realize like, oh, I got a fan base. Like, oh, I put out something, I'm getting thousands of plays. You know what I mean? It's not just, that you got, I'm not blowing people up no more to listen to my shit. It's just getting listened to now.
Yeah. It kind of like spread it with the parties as the parties expanded. Because we were playing the music at the parties, so people were like, when we would be in the shit, they would be like catching on and dancing to this shit. So they just like fucking with it, and then like they'll go search it later on, and people like, and then when it got to people like from other schools and other colleges, they'd just take it to their shit. And then that's when SoundCloud was kind of starting to pop in. This we was part putting the music on SoundCloud, and it was getting spread it. And then but more so it was mostly the parties though. Honestly, the parties spread the music because the parties spread, and it more and more people came, it just got more awareness, more eyes on the shit. Then radio DJs start hearing about the parties, and they start
Mm,
coming to the parties. We start putting them in venues. They start pulling up, and they was hearing the music that we was playing, and they were seeing the reaction to it that people were giving it, and that kind of encouraged them to kind of start putting shit in their mix shows and start adding it to the rotation. So it kind of really
mm.
gravitated from the parties and kind of grew together.
What was like the first song that like you? What was the first song that you were like, damn, it's real now?
We had a song called Swaggin', Swaggin'
Oh,
2011.
my name is my name is
Yeah,
Susie.
yeah, yeah,
Susie.
yeah, yeah,
Yo, bro, no cap. There was no cap in my raps, nigga. Like I
yeah,
really fucked with y'all niggas, bro.
yeah,
That
yeah.
video was hard.
Hell yeah. So that was like kind of the that was kind of like first one that was like spreading. That was like the first one that started playing on the radio, added to the rotation. So that was hella fun. And we started getting like booked for like local shows and like booked that club at the nightclub, start doing night performances and shit like that.
Mm,
And then that swagging, and then a little bit after that up came out. We did up and swagging like damn near in the same month.
mm.
So that came out like shortly after, and then up that just hit different.
Yeah,
Bro,
that
like,
went
that shit
to the
is,
moon.
yeah, that shit everywhere it
How,
played. Anybody that played it, it got the same reaction everywhere. So that
is
we
it
that was
is
kind
it
of
true? Is it true that Sue got in trouble by his mom off that song?
yeah, yeah, yeah. His mom's an elementary school teacher. So,
Yeah,
and
I seen something around those lines. Like she was a teacher and she
yeah,
like her like one of her like coworkers like said
yeah,
something like, oh
what her coworker came up was, I think it was on the radio, and then she came up to us like, yeah, she heard the song, it was hot, she was hot. Yeah, because she's like she Christian woman, nice lady.
yeah,
It was kind of, and that song's like,
crazy.
yeah,
Well, to
about,
if you well, I mean, there's way crazier songs, but
right. Yeah, it's way crazier songs, but if you're
when
not,
you hear your baby doing it, it's a little different, you know?
yeah, 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 and it was kind of different from like all. Like, it was kind of a different direction from the music that he was making at the time. He was more
Yeah.
so making kind of like groovy, like
He's kind of like
rap.
he was like the cool nerd.
Yeah, 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 and then start talking about sex and fucking. That was kind of more
Yeah.
so Rance's bad. That's kind of more so the reason why we end up having Rance. It'd be Rance songs instead of Shoes, because that fit more of
Yeah.
Rance's style than Shoes. It's kind of just like a feature. And then I just came and just did what I did. That was, fun fact. That was like the fourth verse I ever wrote ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was a good ass verse too.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so that, and then after that, when that shit started blowing up, I was just like, man, I might as well just start just trying it out. Cause I
Mm,
I started just like fucking around, just like I would be hanging out at the studio where they were making shit. And then the first time I hopped on, it was on the song called Time for Us. Um I did like a 8 bar verse, and it
When
was
did you realize you could rap? Or you were just
uh
trying, you were just freestyling, or you were just like you always like how did it go?
I kind of discovered it late, honestly. Like it really just happened. I would be hanging out with them at the studio, and then I always like kind of like wanted to rap, but I didn't feel like I didn't know how to like go about it because I was just
Mm,
like everybody, all my friends was rapping. They've been rapping since they was little ass kids and shit. And I'm just like I'm the dancer nigga, so I'm like
yeah.
whatever, just try it out. But then I was always a fan. Like I'm a big fan of Wayne, big fan of Currency, the whole Young Money shit at that time. So I'm just heavy on Wayne, heavy on Wayne, heavy on Wayne. So I'm just like catching flows and like listening Currency as well. Currency is one of my favorite rappers. But
I heard some of Currency in like your first mixtape.
yeah,
The
yeah,
second song, that second song on your first mix, I forget what the hell the name is, but the second song in your first mixtape, Wet,
yeah,
pause.
yeah.
um, what does it stand for, by the way?
WET it stands for Work Entertainment Talent. And at that time
Fire,
I was just like that was just like the three things I felt you needed to be like successful in what you do. You had to work hard, you got to be entertainment, and you had to be entertaining, and you had to have some at least a level of talent to start from. And I was just
100%.
that was just kind of like my showcase, my coming out party, just like actually putting together raps instead of just like free. Because I after Up came out, I would just like put out free little freestyles. I rap on other people's
Hmm.
shit, just trying to learn different flows, catch different cadences and shit, and just put it out on SoundCloud. And then
I'll be honest, as like a rap, like rap analyzer,
mm,
you have actually the most unique flow of like your team
I
because
appreciate
like yeah, because like everyone's kind of chill, everyone's kind of cool. Truthfully,
mm,
like if you ask me, like as a fan, I always thought you were like the hood nigga. I always thought you were like the you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
the
yeah,
way it's just and it's not because of who you are and like
yeah,
what I've seen you do over the years. It's more or less the way you rap.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone's
How I approach
super
the beat, yeah,
yeah, like you're very aggressive. Like your flow is very aggressive. You attack the beat a little bit more than
yeah,
your contemporaries and everything.
yeah.
And yeah, like I don't know if anyone's ever noticed that about you, but you are literally like, and even actually in your the what was it called? Beast Up 3?
Mm-hmm.
Beast Up 3, you did a drill song. I don't know if you know. Do you realize did you even know you were doing a drill song at the time? Because it was
At the time, no, crazy.
yeah,
Hella funny. You talking about bully. You talking about
yeah,
bully?
bully.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's hella funny. Like I didn't even realize what that.
Bro,
I just like that shit honestly at
you
the
fucked
time.
me up. You fucked me up
Yeah,
with that one, bro.
yeah, that's
I
hella.
was like, yo, because so I'm because I was going through I was going through your music and everything, and I said, yo, there's no fucking way that there's this like this not th- this definitely wasn't before Pop Smoke, but
Yeah,
this is like before Pop Smoke, like this is like after he came out with what he came out with,
yeah.
but this is like before it became a genre for
Right,
sure.
right. Yeah, yeah, and
This is
that.
like mid pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
like if anything, like the drill, the like because I'm from New York, the
Mm-hmm.
drill niggas were still like local,
Right.
just very regional at this point,
Yeah.
But that's crazy. Who made that beat?
That's actually a UK drill beat. I got it from a person
Okay,
out of the UK, from Germany. I forgot his.
I was gonna say that's definitely wasn't made in the U.S. for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Not.
that was I've been working like since Beast Up 2, I want to say. I've been working with like some international people, international producers. I get a lot of emails in my beat email, and like so I just be soaring through shit. And if I give everything like a 30-second preview. If I fuck with it, I'll put it to the side for later. If not, I'll just pass it on. And then yeah, just lately around that time I was getting hella just like people foreign producers was hitting me up. So they were sending me beat packs and stuff. And then that one came on. And like at the time I didn't even know. I heard a drill a little bit, a pop smoke shit a little bit, but I wasn't like too familiar. I was kind
Hmm.
of a little more familiar with the UK drill. I was with Stormzy
Yeah,
and fucking what's other bro name? Start with a
Heady
D.
One, bro. I can sit there and list the motherfuckers
81, yeah,
that you
yeah,
can. Yeah,
81, yeah. So I was listening to a lot of some of that stuff, and the flow just came to me, and I was like, let me try, let me see what I could do, see what I could do. I try to just see expand my horizon, see different styles I could play with, just different shit.
all right. So you fuck with these different producers,
Yeah,
but why not fuck with these different rappers? Like I know it's keep it strong in the Bay. I fuck with that
yeah,
shit. But I would love to see because, like I said, you being the most actual versatile rapper,
mhm,
I feel that you're the most versatile in the crew.
yeah.
Why not fuck with some other rappers from other areas?
I mean, I haven't. I've tried. I've reached out to people. Sometimes people just, you feel me, the timing ain't right, or
Yeah,
just not feeling or whatever. I'm putting whatever I sent or whatever. So I always just keep shit pushing. I don't really be waiting on motherfuckers. But
I feel that.
yeah,
Do
but
you do
I would love to work with anybody. I would work with anybody, bro.
do you
Honestly.
ever? Well, did the reason is the reason you started working with these like foreign producers and everything? Did you get like bored fucking with like that Bay Area sound?
Um, I wouldn't say bored.
Because it was
I
very
just
saturated at a
It
point.
was very saturated for sure, but it was, I just felt like a lot of those beats were like not really, they didn't really complement my style of rap,
I,
what I was doing, because it's a
I
lot of
agree.
that was like you said, it was a lot of East Coast centric, kind of
Hmm.
Southern a little bit, like, and those are kind of like the bouncy. I can do that shit, but it's like, as far as just like,
It's easy to rap over those beats,
yeah, yeah,
but it like literally like for whatever reason that like 89, 90 beat per minute, like maybe
yeah,
100 beat per minute, it's very easy to catch a flow on those and rap about almost damn near anything. Like
yeah.
you
'Cause
can honestly
space,
freestyle.
it's the space is,
Hmm.
so you
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
do hella different shit and fit it in there.
You honest, bro, and you've honestly worked with like, and like I feel like the invasion, like well, like with Pilo
Mhm.
and with and Sue, like I feel like their production is amazing, and
Yeah,
I feel like well, Pilo is starting to now, like well, in the past like maybe what 4 or 5 years, starting to
mhm.
get like these major placements now, which is fucking fire to see. Like I am so happy to see Pilo, getting these
Hell
because
yeah.
bro, I feel like the whole gang should be still getting these fucking placements, bro. Because you motherfuckers we're going, like I said, you motherfuckers were influential, bro. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
But but you've worked with some like I said, some under. I feel like Sue and Pilo are like underrated still in this in the production game.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I just like fucking with shit that can compliment, and I can compliment my style and shit. I can say what I need to say and still like catch your ear and like make you nod your head, even if it's not like a dancing kind of thing. You can at least nod your head, and you can hear what I'm saying and feel what I'm saying. That's kind of just my whole approach to it.
Talk that player shit,
Absolutely, just yeah, it's a playerism, that ism, bro. That's really
yo.
just that's what come the
That
most
Bay
natural. You ain't got to make it up. You know what I mean?
Yo, that Bay Area shit, bro. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. That there's a scene from this movie.
Mhm,
Um, what the it's a black dude and a white boy.
mhm,
I don't know. I can't remember what the hell it's called off the top, but it's based in Oakland. But there's a scene where the dude is like selling this boat to this guy, but he says the most outlandish shit. The Bay Area slang, bro, is crazy. Like I follow like the Thizzler still on like
mhm.
actually shout out to the Thizzler. They're the first blog to ever post me,
Yeah.
and I'm in New York, so fucking
Hell yeah,
big shout
that's
out to
big.
them. But Thizzler always posts like these Bay Area slang things, man. Y'all slang is like all kinds of crazy, bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We
Can I
got
get can I get like a can I get like a can I get like an example for like my New York people? Because I try to explain certain things and I'll try to even like reenact it, but I fucking suck at it.
okay,
Can we get some like little Bay Area 101 real quick with the
okay,
slang?
okay. Let me see. Let me think of some words. Shit, for show came from out here. The word for like the phrase for show.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
player hating. Playa, the way just Playa came from out here. Shit, saying
Pushing
foods,
P.
pushing P, definitely pushing
Can we
P
can we
from out
talk about pushing P real quick?
there.
What's up with that?
That's pure pimp culture. Pure pimp culture, bro. Pure pimp culture. It's P is for pimp. That's like sock it to my pocket. It's nothing about like I mean you could keep shit player and pimping like that, but it's really the core of it is pimping. It's
Pimping.
like
Yeah, for sure.
pimping. Absolutely.
So what do you think Gunna was like kind of false claim in a sense? Like what do you
I think he maybe like was around some people that was like using it and he kind of like misunderstood kind of what
mm,
the context of the shit was because he's sort of right, but it's not all the way. It's like his definition of it is like off. It's like a little bit. He's kind of made it more universal opposed to like
mm,
specifically pimping. It's like, but it's really P is that's what that was the abbreviation for pimping was the P.
okay. Okay.
Keeping it
Why
P.
why do you feel that everyone why do you feel that people take from the Bay Area and not necessarily give the credit?
I don't know. I can't even call that shit, bro. Honestly, I think it's just it's a method. It comes down to just like if you out here, it's very easy to get influenced by people out here, the culture, and it's easy for it to rub off on people and to take it to their respective places, because and then it's a lot of like no real not real I won't say policing, but it's no real like fucking what's the word I'm looking for? It's no real fucking enforcement of
Okay.
like it's our shit until after the fact where people complaining when that's already like gone
I
mainstream.
literally, I feel like every time, like I go, and not every time, but I feel like a decent amount of the times, I'll go check up on my Bay Area. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Really like look up on because the Bay Area is like a whole subculture. Like
yeah,
you have to like take your own time out of like whatever like any mainstream music to really just look at the Bay Area in general because y'all just have you know what I love about the Bay Area honestly, and sorry to digress, but
it's all
the
good.
fact that y'all don't have to leave the necessary not to say the Bay, but y'all don't really have to leave the West Coast to really like get some shit shaken. I've seen so many
Yeah,
artists make a living and like feed their families,
yeah.
and I'm pretty sure, a lot of these dudes ain't living, in mansions and shit. But,
Hmm.
I say this all the time, bro. If I can make, a middle class income off of doing what I love, that's
Hmm.
amazing. That is
Absolutely,
amazing.
absolutely.
What do you think makes the city so different? Like in showing support for like all these like local artists. Like because I'm from New York, we don't show
Mm.
love, So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to, you know, I feel like where I'm from Long Island, so
yeah.
I feel like Long Island is like how some no this is no disrespect, but some people from not from the Bay may look at the Bay as LA's little brother.
Right, 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 right.
And
Yeah.
I feel the same, Long
So
Island pe- people look at Long Island as New York City's little brother. You
okay,
know what I
yeah, yeah, yeah.
mean? And
I see what
I've always drawn like so many. And that's another thing that like drew me to you guys because I felt like the similarities and I felt like there was a whole hotbed of talent in the Bay and there's a hotbed of talent in Long Island
you.
that
Hmm.
was just untapped. The only difference is the Bay culture for whatever reason supports theirs
Yeah.
and New York doesn't. So what makes y'all different? Like I mean, like I said, I don't understand it, so I need to hear it from somewhere from the Bay.
I think it's just it's. I mean, we have our haters too. It's we have like the hometown hate as well. Like it come with. I think it come with any just urban community. If you just got people that's doing something positive, it's hard to kind of imagine. Yeah, it's kind of hard to imagine somebody like fucking elevating out. Kind of like it's kind of like the crabs in a barrel. It's hard to see somebody like elevate out of the same situation that you
Yeah,
from. So it kind of people want to bring you down. I think that's what anywhere, but at the same time, it is a lot of love too. It is a lot of love because it's just culture and like the cool atmosphere around here. It's a lot of just like
A lot of
just
pride.
yeah, yeah, just like do your thing, bro. As long as you're not fucking nobody else up shit up, like do your thing. I think, and then if it's actually popping, I think people will eventually gravitate to it if it gets big enough.
Okay. Okay.
But it has to start. It has to start in its core and its expand.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, you gotta have it starts with the foundation.
Yeah.
But so up goes crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all give the song to Love Rants.
Mm-hmm.
Things don't necessarily pan out with Love Rants.
Mm-hmm.
What went down?
Shit. The best way I could say is just creative differences. It just people. He wanted to do his own thing, and then kind of Sue wanted to do his shit. It's kind of just like it's not no hard feelings or no like bad blood. It's just like you want to go in a different direction. Just on all our power and blessings to him.
And the same thing happened with Sage
Kind of, yeah, around,
later
yeah,
on down the
yeah,
yeah.
later on down, yeah. But then also Sage, Sage like moved. Oh shit, he like moved. Uh, he like moved, so it kind of like it kind of what's the word? It wasn't like a splitting. It was just more so of like he like
I'm
taking off like
he
bigger than any.
graduated, yeah.
Yeah, so he just got to that next level because he was like he actually got signed and like into a record label and all that shit. So was in that system. So it kind of, but it wasn't a falling out. It was just like he graduated, bro. Like Sage went to that next level.
Bro.
We all trying to
So
get to.
so years ago, this is literally like when probably like 2 days after Red Nose, I was on it. I was really on it back in the day with this Bay Area
Mhm.
shit. So Red
Yeah,
Nose drops.
yeah.
I hit up Sage or Sage's man. I hit up Sage or Sage's manager. One of the, I think it's his manager. I hit up. Boom. I get this insanely low number for a
Hmm.
feature. Remember,
Hmm.
I told you I was broke back in the day,
Yeah,
so I couldn't afford it.
yeah,
So boom, fucking months go by. I'm saving my coins. Finally get this low amount of money because I'm not gonna put it out there because it's
yeah.
probably fucking quintuple what it is
Right,
then to now. So I don't want to mislead nobody.
right, right.
But so now boom, I finally saved this bread. I'm like, yeah, let's fucking do it. I hit up Sage's manager again. Hey, what's up? I want to do I want to do a song with Bull. He's like, yeah, nah, sorry, that price ain't the same. He's signed to a major now or signed to a label now. The price is Let's just
Yeah,
say it went from something like reasonable to
yeah,
like it went from like a phone. Let's just say it went from like a phone bill to a motherfucking down payment. You know,
yeah,
to
yeah,
a
yeah.
down payment on like a new Beamer. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
was
that sounds
like,
about right.
oh,
Yeah, shit got steep. Shit got steep real quick.
shit got crazy on the boy. But
Hell yeah.
so I wanted to know though about so like so those fallouts, I guess they weren't harsh or whatever. Do
Mhm.
you think the things that happened, like whatever may have ensued, even though creative differences? I don't know. Listen, I feel like those words are like kind of words people use to just whatever sugarcoat. No offense, no
Yeah.
disrespect, but do you feel that whatever happened with Sage and Love Rants and whoever came and went from the group? Do you feel that those fallouts had like a large effect on like the whole team?
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that
No,
because I feel like it wasn't one person that was like bigger than the whole shit. I feel like the overall movement was the driving factor behind everything, and we just had our breakout stars from the situation. But I think overall, the whole HBK brand, that's what was really pushed overall, and I think that's what
it
stands
was like a we
still.
bigger than me thing.
Exactly, exactly.
That's
You know,
dope.
and
Because
we
I could tell
honestly
you, man,
did.
when
Go ahead.
when my shit happened, it literally drove like a divide down the whole team. Like, You know,
Mhm.
when I got into what I got into before, it gets
Yeah,
deeper. I pause, but
yeah,
uh, but it caused like a whole divide within my team, and like
yeah,
a lot of people didn't trust a lot of people because they was fucking with this one, and
yeah.
it was really weird. So I just wanted to just see how it affected y'all in the long term.
Yeah, I mean, in the long run, like looking back, it didn't really affect too much. It just kind of affected like the outside perception to the fans, kind of, but internally, like it didn't really affect nothing. It was business as usual. Like we did what we wanted to do, honestly, and continuing to do what we want to do is just like those, just like Sage and Rance, they just went to the next level. We all trying to get to the next level. They just happen to, God was on their side for them for those records.
So okay, so I know the Sage thing was more of like a graduation. So
Yeah.
there wasn't for a second with the Love Rants thing that you were like, fuck this nigga. For like a second. It's all good because listen, because I've say fuck this nigga about a lot of people for the
Yeah.
second. You know what I mean?
Um,
Love can be listen, at the end of
yeah,
the day, I can say fuck someone and still love them right after I say it. Cause you know what I mean? You just be
yeah,
mad.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't no love. It was it was a couple like moments of misunderstanding. But it wasn't ever like a fuck you type. I don't give up that kind of energy. Nobody really. I didn't feel betrayed by anything. It
That's
was
dope.
kind of more so just lack of communication, and you just like not talking to each other really, just like and letting like fucking narratives like that you might think of your head and not really getting clarification on things. But I
Mhm.
never felt hate in my heart or no shit. It was a couple things I felt like was like weird, but I never was like, nah, fuck this nigga. It was just like, well, damn, that's kind of weird. But all right, what else you want to do?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Uh,
not and that's not a bad mindset to think, bro, because like
yeah,
I've seen a lot of people just, be on some bullshit and listen, I have one of my friends, he still harbors, he doesn't necessarily, like if we are all together, nothing's an issue. You know what I mean? Like if let's just say I have a function at my shit, you know what I mean? And cuz the people that did what they did are completely out now. You know what I
right.
mean? So now it was just the people that were just fucking with them. You know what I mean? Which, you know
Mm,
what I mean? Like I said, you can't expect everyone to be on the same type of tip as you. But I
right.
have, the like I said, me and my partner, he harbors a lot of animosity, still pent up anger. And I'd be like, yo, bro, you gotta let that shit go.
Yeah, yeah,
Like at the end
definitely.
of the day, not everyone is gonna be soup as solid or as have the same go by the same like moral codes as you will, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
everybody ain't built like you. Everybody ain't built like you for sure. But it's just I feel like sometimes you like it's necessary to like hold. Not won't say hold a grudge. It's never necessary to hold a grudge. But as far as just like keeping
hold a
your
grudge
distance,
to the people that did you dirty, not the people that are just too like because like it was more how I look at it. It was like the people that were still like fucking with both sides were the
oh, okay,
people that
so like
also were
the
afraid of
neutral
the
people,
conflict, huh?
more like the neutral people.
Yeah, yeah. The neutral people were like, because listen, at the end of the day, all the neutral people said, "Oh, one party's right and one party's wrong." You know what I
Mm,
mean? But the neutral party also doesn't necessarily like conflict. You know what I mean? And
okay,
I can't fault a man for being who he is. Like his person, I can't expect everyone to be to let their I can't no not even no homo, but I can't expect everyone to let their nuts drag. You know what I mean?
right, right, yeah, yeah.
So, but shit, man. At least you ain't holding that shit in your heart. Maybe you gotta have a sit down with my man's and talk to him, bro.
Yeah, us. Yeah, I don't be seeing no sense in like holding grudges. You could be mad for a second, but in the long run, it's like I feel like everything work out how it's supposed to. Like if
Yeah,
it's meant to be, it's gonna happen. If it's not meant to be, then it ain't gonna happen. So like
yeah.
everything is a part of the bigger plan, the bigger picture. I'm always trying to see the bigger picture and shit instead of just kind of be like tunnel vision on like success, but like as far as the grand scheme of shit, like I try not to get upset about shit because it's a lot of times this shit is not in your control, bro. It's not you
Yeah.
can control only what you can control. You control your reactions to situations, but you can't control the situation.
Was there any times that like you were like you had to stop yourself from doing something like some shit like from fucking someone up or from like let me not do this because this is gonna fuck my future up?
Um, Nothing that was like dangerous that I could have fucked me up, but it was just a lot of times like I would be like sensitive about shit. I would like tweet my friends. That was before, like when I was like younger though. I was just like before
Mhm.
I learned discretion and just like you can't share everything on social media. Just going through that phase, just like tweeting my feelings, how I was feeling at that moment, and I might not
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like an hour later, but the shit will still be up. So I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have tweeted that. I should, it's just a little couple shit situations like that because I do got like a little bit of a temper. When it take a
Mhm.
lot to get me mad, but when I get mad, I'm there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So,
it's usually warranted.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
I
but
I,
like
I
I said, you can't
understand.
really, you don't need to share that shit. It ain't for the outside world to know your
Are you
shit.
like the person that when you get mad, now you're the bad guy? Because
Sometimes,
it took so long to build up. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Now
yeah,
you're the bad guy because you blew up on someone.
yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. And I don't like being that guy because it's hard to turn. It's hard to like once the volcano erupt, it take a minute for it for
Yeah.
everything to like settle down. Because I'm like, I'll be on. If I see
Fuck
red,
these.
I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
man, bruh. You get the crazy eyes, you get the wide eyes,
Oh,
like
nah, the wide eyes. Nah, the wide eye.
yeah,
When you see a wide eyed nigga, it's time to either you
yeah,
gotta calm his ass down or you need to leave the fucking room. You know what I mean? There's
exactly.
some shit about to go down. There's about to be some
Yeah,
fades, some
yeah,
squabbles, some shit going
yeah,
down.
yeah, bruh need a minute. Bruh need a minute. For sure.
um, yo, man. So we were talking about you doing this for so long.
Mhm.
Now that you see like all this stuff going down, like we see Draco, RP Draco the ruler. We
Yeah,
see the Slim 400s, RP him. We see the
man.
Nips,
Yeah,
RP Nip. And
yeah,
then you see what happens to your own partner,
yeah,
Cool John. You know what I mean?
yeah,
What
yeah.
what? How does that make you feel? Like what? Just being a rap. Like how does it make you feel this day in 2022? Just walking around being a rapper. How does that make you a little nervous? Does it make you change the way you move a little bit?
It definitely make you change the way you move for sure, for sure. It's because it's a lot because you realize when you get a lot of love, bro, it's like sometimes it's either just as much or even more hate, bro. So you gotta like with the whole like but even before the Cool John situation, just with the Nipsey shit, we already was like moving kind of militant, moving like just head on a swivel, always be aware of surroundings, never be in one spot too long, and kind of
Hmm.
always move like that. Whenever we not like a super deep, because at first we used to roll super deep too, like if
Yeah, yeah.
like 20, 30 deep. But when that kind of like start dwindling down, just be more on point, keep your head on the swivel. And then as far as the Cool John situation, that was completely like un unexpected. That was just like a shocker. So that just made us like be that kind definitely ended the parties we used to throw because he got shot at the house. So
Hmm.
definitely definitely ended the house parties. That was a wrap for that. No more house parties and shit
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Just random.
We too old for the house parties. I mean, nah, we definitely
Yeah.
not too old for house parties, but we
But
too
yeah,
old
just like
for
random motherfuckers you don't know, like
yeah, yeah, for rando house
bringing
parties.
their friends,
Hmm.
bringing their friends to their friends. You don't know who this is in your house, like, and then we smoke and drink and shit. So you're not sometimes you're not all the way on point. So
Hmm.
you just got to be aware of your surroundings because that I think that was just part of how that happened. Just being too welcoming and being open, just like, hey, come on in, it's all good. But you can't be like that with everybody because everybody ain't got your best interests at heart. And some people
That's a fact.
see you as a come up or a lick.
That's a
Unfortunately,
fact.
it came out that situation, still alive and nothing too damaged, and no permanent, nothing permanent was, was
Yeah, thank God.
absolutely.
Well, besides that situation, was there any other times like maybe on the road or like whatever that like like because y'all like literally I've never really heard much you know bang bang shoot. Much if any, bang bang shoot 'em up. Much talking that street talk. Have y'all ever
Yeah.
been like tried on the road since like y'all give that image that like almost like good
On
guy image?
the road, not too much, not too much. I think we pretty much been welcomed with love and embraced with love. I mean, it's always, a couple, bad apples in the bush. It's been times we like got in fights at shows, like people just being drunk and like fucking doing too much and thinking this thinking shit sweet. But
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
most part, everything's been love though. I would say out of like the past 10 years, it's maybe only been like maybe three like situations was just like, all right, bro, we gotta you feel me? We gotta get
That's
on. But
okay.
like other than that,
And
it's
three
been
in 10 years ain't bad,
yeah, exactly,
realistically.
exactly,
Some
exactly.
motherfuckers is getting in three in a week.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
do you
Craziness.
do you think that the fact that y'all like didn't go the violent route, do you think that that like that took away from some of the success or like some of the attention?
Um, I wouldn't say it took away. I think that kind of helped because it was kind of like a refreshing thing. But I would say
Yeah,
we kind of met some resistance from like the older like Bay Cats because we were just so different. We was coming to making music that they weren't. They was on some mob shit and like gangster, like pimping. We
yeah,
was on some, like pure parties, like throw parties, not fists. Like you feel me? Like we not on no none of that shit. We about smoking weed, getting bitches, getting money, like pure spread positivity. Is like so that was kind of met with like because that was kind of met with some resistance. It's like who is he? It was kind of like who is this soft? What is this soft shit? But once they came around and they seen the energy that we brought, instead of just hearing it through the grapevine, they actually got to see it with their own eyes. They came to the HBK days, they came to the Heartbreak Halloweens, they came to the different events that we thought it was seeing. It was all love. We bringing people together. We bringing the kids out. We bringing the adults out. It kind of after that, it kind of was like, okay, these news ain't that bad. They actually trying to do something. So it kind of
bro. That
started.
was the dope thing about y'all, and that was the cool thing about y'all too, though, because y'all cussed and y'all talked about the subject matter may have been a little adult,
Yeah,
but like the sound could have also went for the kids
yeah,
because
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah,
like when I say the kids, even like the little kids, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Even like the teeny bopper, it could went
yeah,
go down, to even like Nickelodeon music. You know what I
yeah. It
mean? Just
was
just
bright.
because of the
It was bright.
samples,
Yeah, it was bright. We made like bright music, I would say.
high
Bright.
vibrations.
Yeah, bright. Yeah, just bright instead of like dark and gloomy, like
Hmm.
fucking make you want to fight some niggas, just make you want to
Well,
fucking
you use a lot of darker beats. You go on a lot of
yeah,
darker
yeah,
beats
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
cause like I said, you're the versatile one.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I tend to get on like more darker, more aggressive. Those like kind of catch my ear more. That's you know what I mean. Just like because like I said, I came up with listening to hella Wayne, so like anything that Wayne would have rapped on, like I pretty much fuck with it, pretty much.
Wayne is a beast, bro.
Exactly,
So
and that's
Wayne's
kind of
like,
what
is
I
he
learned
like
my
your number one
versatility.
influence as a rapper?
I would say a blend between Wayne, Currency, a little bit of Drake, as far as just like introspection and like kind of like making like simple shit, making complicated shit seem simple, as far as
Hmm.
that. But it's my style is definitely like Wayne, Currency, a little bit of Ludacris, a little bit of Jadakiss. Just like
Okay.
because it's a combination of all the people I was listening to, but Wayne, definitely a lot of Wayne, a lot of Wayne, like from the drought is over mixtapes, all those Carter 2, Carter 3, motherfucking all those mixtapes. I was just listening to that shit. And then when So Far Gone came out, bro, I listened to that shit like every day for
Yeah,
like
that shit was different.
that whole summer. I think that was like '09. Like I actually downloaded that shit off his blog spot when he had remember
Ooh,
blog spots and shit. So I was just listening to that shit every day. Like I learned the words. So that kind of like also helped shape. It's like because you know like when you recite some lyrics back when you learn the words, you kind of like sometimes if you get it good enough, you can like switch some words in to make it fit
Yeah,
like
yeah.
real life. That's kind of like how I started, just like taking the words that off like a where it's just like a currency freestyle. And I just like instead of saying spitter, say skipper, or like you feel
Bro,
me, just little shit like that.
my girl hates me because I literally every song that comes on, I don't give a fuck if it's Backstreet Boys. I
Yeah,
don't give a fuck if it's goddamn Lil Wayne or it could be Taylor Swift.
yeah,
I'm somehow gonna throw in a bar about me getting my dick sucked.
yeah. Exactly, exactly,
Bro,
exactly,
she
exactly.
literally says, "You fucking ruin." Like, bro, there was one time she actually spazzed. She's like, "You fucking ruin every song. I'm fucking tired of it." I was
Yeah,
like, "Yo, can I get my shit off?" Like, damn, shorty.
exactly,
Like, shit.
exactly, exactly. And that just doing a lot of that over and over, and just to a point where I could just put my own words in, like I could damn near just write a whole, like I started like writing 4 bars at a time. If I could write a 4 bars, and I could do another 4 bars, then another four, and
Mhm.
then 16, you get 16 like that easy. And I was
You know
just
what
like,
my
I broke it down like structurally, like kind of like I got like a kind of an engineer's mind, so I kind of like broke it down like 4 bars is and a bar is a sentence. So if I do 16 sentences, that's a verse. I can make 16 sentences easy. Just make them
bro?
rhyme. Sense.
No cap. Madden
Yeah,
and 2K, the soundtracks
yeah,
since way back when have gotten my bars up. Have got
yeah,
my bar freestyle game,
yeah,
anything rap that those games. Cause I'll be sitting there just playing, and I hear a beat. I just not the beat. I just hear the fucking song, and I
yeah,
know the song. You know the song so well at this point. You know what I
yeah.
mean, bro? I can do now. I'm just rapping over the rap at this point. The full
Exactly,
freestyles is over the rap, and bro,
exactly.
and it's crazy because you listen to these songs. You know what 500-600 times in the year, in the course of the maybe more
Yeah,
in the course of the year of playing it. Let's just you listen to this shit maybe 10,000 times in the
yeah,
year span,
absolutely.
bro. At this point, you're ripping these fucking Madden beats more than you can rip motherfucking any. Bro, you can hear your favorite beat from your favorite song. You can rip a Madden beat more than that because you're just so familiar with it.
Exactly, exactly. And you hear it elsewhere, it'd be like, wait, I heard this shit. Where that's that shit
So
that be on the game.
when you write, do you like listen to the beat for a long time before like you actually like start to write, or like you just start going?
Um, I would say for the most part, I have to listen to the beat at least maybe like 5 minutes to like start at least like catch a flow, like get my knot, like get my like how I'ma say, and then I like kind of scat on beats. Like it depends.
Mhm.
Like sometimes I'll like if something come to me instantly, I could just like hear some shit and just start coming up with lines to just write it down. And sometimes I gotta like scat and just like play with like the flow. Just
Mhm.
like how it's like play with how I'm gonna come on the beat. Cause sometimes it's been times I have to like rewrite some shit because I'll write it and I'm like, I don't like how I sound. And then like right after that, this fucking flow will come to me like just randomly, and I'm just no. I'm like, oh shit, that was tight. And I lay that down. And then it just once the get the ball rolling, it's like snowball effect after that.
So are your studio sessions like now that you're like, HBK, everyone's kind of like gone and doing their own thing and like grown up and everything now.
Mhm.
What are your studio sessions still like hella people, or is it now like kind of like private, more personal now?
They're more so personal. I record myself, so I record at the house, and then I just take my files and shit to go get mixed and mastered. I learned how to record myself, but in the beginning it was like a lot of deep sessions, be like 13 deep in a session, and then that was before we
Yeah,
had actual was able to pay for studio time, so we would record at my partner Chief's house. So we'll be like hella deep in his bedroom just recording shit. We made up in his closet, we made swagging in his closet, just like
that's hard.
yeah. And that's what kind of like just being over there, I kind of
Was
just
was
picked up.
that hold on? Was that the fucking? Did y'all shoot Bag of Beats there
uh
with Smoothie Baby? T Carriere now was his name.
Oh
Carriere.
yeah. It was his. It was my friend. It was his house, but it wasn't that exact house. They had just moved in
Oh,
for the video. They had just moved into that house, but it was
because
the
I
house.
remember he shot the. I remember the fucking kid came out the closet.
Yeah, yeah,
Pause.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yo,
Exactly.
who the
Exactly.
fuck? Who is that kid, bro? He chopped that
I
shit.
don't even know. I don't know. That shit was crazy though. I think it was some guy that they had like fucking math class with or some shit. I don't know. I don't know. That was he came on busting. And I was like, oh shit, he kind of clean. I
Bro,
knew
that
that
shit was
shit.
crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but there'll be situations just like that though. Just like in that recording in that room, just be hella deep in the room, just recording shit, taking turns, writing verses, shit like that.
Did y'all like who? All right, so of all of y'all, when y'all starting off, who was like the shitty rapper? Because I was
Shit,
the
me.
shitty rapper of our crew. Okay.
Shit, me, because I was last, but then I kind of like learned. I like I started off kind of weak, but then I like elevated and got better real fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Once I
Of
like caught
course.
my stride, once I caught my stride, I was able to like I could damn it. Because at first I was just like they wasn't really sure my confidence wasn't there. I was just like
Yeah.
I'm good at writing and shit, but it's like I don't know if people go fuck with this shit. But then once I
Yeah.
started was fucking with it, I was like, all right, we got it. We on deck.
So there was no times where like you came out the booth and niggas was looking at you like I don't
Uh,
know, man.
shit, not to my face, not that I can remember. Nah, it wasn't never nothing like I said that was weak, but it may have been like something like the way I delivered it might have been like I could have delivered it better, but that
Yeah.
never like the bars. My bars was never like questioned, luckily.
Mm.
But it's just like maybe
Yeah,
like
bro.
delivery and execution of the shit.
I mean, that's like, a lot of it too. The conviction, being able to
Mhm.
display the conviction, because like a lot when I was recording, because I recorded people for a while, and I'd
Mhm.
record people, and motherfuckers were like, I'd be like, yo, stop reading, say it with
Yeah,
your chest. Like
right.
motherfuckers would go in there and just be like, no, 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 no. Or they'd just be like, the no fucking no emotion behind it, and and motherfuckers would get mad at me because I'd be like, nigga, you talking like you wasn't there, nigga. You out there rapping about shooting guns, motherfucker. Talk like you doing
Right.
it, nigga. You out here
Yeah,
sound
yeah,
like I used
yeah.
to sound but I would have sometimes hood niggas in the crib. I'd be like, you sound
Yeah.
like a bitch. Like, yo, you
Yeah.
sound like a little bitch, nigga. Yo, say it with your motherfucking chest.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I would say that too a lot. Like when I started, it sounded like I was reading. Sound like I was reading. Like that's I think that's like one of the first hurdles you gotta get over when you starting
Yeah.
to like learn how to rap. Like not sound like convey your shit and let it come out smoothly, but not like you reading off a teleprompter or some shit. Even though you damn near are you reading off your phone, but you gotta like you gotta make it sound like it's coming out your head. Like you
Do
talking to
you
them. You feel me?
so when well now you record yourself, so it's the
Yeah.
process is way different. You
Yeah.
probably at this point write and go straight to wax, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So prior to that, when going to studio was like an anomaly, um would you like recite your raps like over and over and over in the room, like in your room or like wherever, and like
Um,
memorize them almost?
yeah, I did a little bit of that. I remember doing a little bit of that, like, if I was like, cause it was a time before I like bought my equipment for myself. I would have to do that. I would have to like write the shit and not memorize it, but like now, so cause
Hmm.
I would only I'd be able to pay for like 2 or 3 hours of studio time. So just trying to maximize the time, and just get the shit, get it written down and just play the beat while I'm in the car, play it over my speakers, and just recite that shit. So I could, when I get to the studio, I already know how I want how I'm gonna say it and shit.
Hmm.
And also voice notes on the phone help with that as too.
That's
Just
smart. Never thought
do
about
the
that.
voice notes on the phone, just like playing a beat and just like see how that sound. Even though it's kind of like a rough version, they don't even it's not even
Hmm.
on, but it's kind of like it's like a recording, but you still get a kind of a feel, and then you just lay it down. That way, I would be able to get through like 4 or 5 songs in like
Yo,
3 hours.
you ever wrote some like cold shit and like you ever wrote some like cold ass shit and then forget
Yeah,
how to flow, forget the flow on the beat, like,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's because like the flow is so different, like it's so weird
yeah,
or whatever on the beat,
yeah,
you just forget and like you just be like fuck it.
yeah. I did that a couple times. It was a couple times I did that shit. It
Bro,
was
that
like
should be
I get like trouble like that if I'm like trying to rap on like a fast beat where I gotta like
Mhm.
like that. Sometimes be like, fuck, I can't catch this shit. Like, fuck it, I'm just fuck it.
Bro, I'm not gonna hold you. One time, I I fucking spent like my last bread on the
Yeah,
studio.
yeah,
Bro, I fucking went in there. I'm fucking hype. Bro, the morning of, I'm rapping this motherfucking shit. I'm rapping this motherfucker. Perfect. Perfect.
yeah.
Yes. I was like, let's fucking go. Yo, I get to the studio. Like I said, I spent my last bread. And the nigga wanted an upfront payment. So I
Oh
spent my
yeah,
last bread on this motherfucker, bro.
yeah, yeah,
Get there and forget the whole flow. I was ready to cry in that bitch, man. I was punching walls. Fuck.
Shit. Yeah, for shit like that, that's when the voice notes come in handy. That's when the voice
Yeah,
notes. It's like sometimes you'll think of a crazy flow. Like it was been times when I thought of some shit. It might not be a whole verse, but it just be a line. But like how it came to me, I was like, oh, I can down there flip some. I gotta like write this down because I know that's gonna slip out my head.
fact.
Because
I gotta,
sometimes
I
shit be
gotta, I
slipping,
gotta, I gotta take that one from you. If you,
absolutely.
if New York, you can say now a New York nigga took something from a Bay Area nigga. You know what I mean? And it's voice
Yeah,
notes.
hell yeah,
But
definitely. I'm about
hey
all the
man,
little tweaks and shortcuts and all this shit to make this shit easy as possible because all this other shit hard as fuck. So to make the recording as easy as possible.
that's a fact. But hey man, I think it's been an hour and some change. I think it's time to wrap it up, man.
Okay.
Can you give us some info for the future, man? We got anything coming up?
New project, new EP on the works in the works. I got B Stuff Volume 5, the final installment of the B Stuff series.
Let's get
Um
it.
that's probably come I just started working on that maybe a couple of weeks ago. That should be I'm shooting to probably drop that like April. It's gonna be an EP, like 6 songs. Then we working on me and Sue working on Next to Kin too. We did a joint project called Next to Kin.
Fire.
We'll do the second part of that. We also got I think we working on the pop up, the next pop up with me, Sue, John, and Showbanger. We got a lot of records for that. We just been recording
Okay.
heavy for this over the pandemic. The sending verses back and forth over the luckily the internet being on
You
our side.
you got any shows?
I just did a show last maybe like 3 days ago. It was my first show back out here in like 2 years. So that was
That's
hella
crazy,
fun.
bro.
Yeah,
Were you
that was
nervous?
nah. I was more so anxious. I was excited. Because that's like one of my favorite shit. Apart from the rapping, like performing, that's like
Mhm.
that's like one of my strong suits. Because that's like where I started in even before rapping, just performing and shit. Because like that's where I excel. It's just a different medium instead of dancing. I'm using my voice, but that's like my favorite
You
part of this shit. Like if I could
you
perform every
you ever
day.
you ever have any crazy shit get thrown up on the stage?
Nah, just weed for the most part. Just people throwing weeds and joints and shit like that. No, I had somebody throw a bra up there one time. One time I threw a bra.
That's lit. I'd
Yeah.
have took that shit. I always said if a bra ever came up on my stage, I'm taking it and I'm wearing it right on my head. I'm gonna wear that motherfucker like a chin strap.
Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah, just yeah, just a bra and then mostly just weed. If you just throwing weed,
That's
trying to
fire though.
yeah,
You
yeah,
smoke that weed or you like about it?
nah. I used to like back in the day. I would like if it looked cool. If I smelt it, it looked cool. But I didn't smoke nothing like somebody else rolled. Nah, I never did that.
Yeah,
I
you
gotta
gotta be yo,
gotta
bro. They
see.
putting fentanyl. They putting
Yeah,
fentanyl on the bud now. You gotta be
yeah,
you know what I mean. You gotta be wary of who you accepting shit from. Motherfucker, you
exactly.
might fuck around and turn into an episode of Euphoria.
Exactly. So yeah, people would like give us like little ziploc bags of weed and shit. Sometimes that should be cool. If but
Mhm.
if it's already like a joint, I'm like nah, I'm cool. I'm not finna.
Yeah, nah,
I gotta see what's in there, man.
that's a fact. But
I
yeah, man, you got any?
didn't see niggas trip out.
What'd you say?
I said I didn't see niggas trip out on some lace weed, so I'm cool. If I ain't see it rolled up, or
Bro,
I ain't roll it up myself, damn near now even more so. If I ain't roll it up myself, I'm damn near not smoking it. Like,
bro, that shit happened to one of my people, one of my cousins, man. He smoked some bad bud and bro. He has not snapped back since.
Yeah,
You know what I
that
mean?
shit.
Like it's fucked up, man. Like, bro, he was a nasty athlete too. Like
Yeah,
nasty football player, bro. Smoked some bad bud and you know what I mean? Ever since, bro. I'm not even trying to be funny, like on some like smoky shit.
yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
some yeah, tweak out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like tweaked out, you know what I mean? It's fucked up, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean? Enough with the negative. You got any shout outs, man? You got any loved ones, any peoples?
Man, just shout out to the fans, shout out to all the supporters that been down since day one. Like I said, we been in this motherfucker 10 years strong, man. Since 2000, going on 11, since going on 11 years, since 2011. 2012 for me is when I officially like started. I've counted as 2012 because that's when I put out my first project. That's when I say
Mm-hmm.
I started in 2012. But yeah, 10 years, man. So shout out to all the supporters, everybody that's been rocking with me since day one. Everybody new fans that's gonna come along. You know, just excited for what the future's gonna bring. Ready for more shows. Hopefully, go on a tour. If all this fucking Corona shit's subside a little bit, we can go outside, go on tour, get to touch the fans outside of the Bay Area. But like this was my first show back in the Bay in 2 years. But in 2020, I had a show in Oregon. I got booked for
Mm.
a show in Oregon, and that was pretty fun.
Where
So
at?
yeah,
Eugene?
yeah, actually it was Eugene, Oregon. Eugene,
Fire.
Oregon.
I fuck with
Yeah,
I be in Eugene sometimes.
yeah, yeah. That shit was cool. So definitely want to get out and shit, spread this music, bro. Keep
Okay,
pushing,
okay.
keep elevating. Get
Hey
some more
man, it's getting more what?
Get some more plaques.
Oh, some more plaques, some peas. You trying to get some peas?
Get some more P's. We got a gold. We got one gold and we got one platinum. I'm trying to get some more, man.
That's a fact, bro. I want to see you get more, bro. You deserve it, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yo, listen, I appreciate you coming on the show, bro. It's been an honor. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of the whole movement. I'm a huge fan of you. You know what I mean? This is like fucking damn near a dream come true getting you on. This is second to getting the feature. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, love, bro. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime, bro. I appreciate
I
you reaching out
appreciate you.
too, bro.
Yeah, man. Yo, keep in contact, bro. We going
I don't get too many reach outs from the East Coast. So that was I was a pleasant surprise. I was like, okay, hell yeah, I fuck with the East Coast. I was out. Last time I was out there, I recorded at Quad Studios. I was in New York.
word. My
Yeah,
I we'll talk. We'll like I said, we'll talk. We got some things to speak on after after the show's over, man. But yo, man, like I said, y'all motherfuckers influenced the whole crew. Well, me, yeah, y'all influenced me to bring that to my crew. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And you know what I mean. Y'all influenced the whole little movement, you know, out this way. And so, like I said, you know, y'all touched further than y'all even know, man. You know,
I
so, and like I
appreciate
said, I appreciate you coming up here. You know what I mean? Like I said, this has fucking been one of the dopest interviews I had. And
love.
like I said, yo, fucking hopefully we can do this shit again, man. Hopefully after the project, we can talk about that after the new project.
Hell yeah, definitely, definitely.
But yeah, yo, listen, y'all know what the fuck going on. It's Burn After Rolling. It's BT. Got my
Yes, sir.
motherfucking guy Skipper in here.
Yes, sir.
We out of here, man.
Yes, indeedy.